city hums beneath my feet, and no one ever wonders why. Something in the air tonight feels like losing, feels like right. City, cold and bright, disappear inside the light. Glass city, hold me still. I'm running on an empty wheel. My heels click soft on wet pavement. The rain erases what I felt. No map, no name, no destination. Just me and everything I've dealt. Something in the air tonight feels like losing, feels like right. Glass city, cold and bright, I disappear inside the light. Glass city, hold me still. I'm running on an empty wheel. Glass city, hold me. Glass city, hold me still. I met myself in soft cartography. The borders change with every passing year. What used to be a foreign territory has slowly become somewhere I feel near. Soft cartography, drawing lines around the places that are mine. Soft cartography, map of me, every place I've come to be. Soft cartography, always new. cartography, map of me. Every place I've come to be soft cartography. Always knew the territory shifting through. Still mapping, still exploring, finding new terrain in old places. In the space between the words we said, there was everything we meant. In the silence of the unmade bed was every moment that we spent. The space between is where I live, between the take and the give. The space between is soft and real, the only place I truly feel. Between the leaving and the stay, between the night and early gray, I find myself in all the end. Between where I have always been, the space between is where I live, between the take and the give. The space between is soft and real, the only place I truly feel. I don't need the edges, I just need the middle, soft and unresolved, like an unanswered riddle. Space between here. The soft evidence of you still here, a cup left at the wrong side, a habit I kept without clear reason after you untied. Small proofs of what was real, the kind that only I can feel. Soft evidence, quiet where you light, or change the lamp above the bed. These small things keep what might have spiked into grief more soft instead. Small proofs of what was real, the kind that only I can feel. Soft evidence, quiet signs, yours between the spaces mine. Soft evidence, still and true. The ordinary left by you. A cup in the wrong place, that's love too. I've been carrying the weight of nothing, mistaken empty for a load, treating silence like it's something heavy on the midnight road. Put it down, it was never there. All that weight was only air. Weight of nothing, let it fall. It was barely there at all. Weight of nothing, open hands, finally starting to understand. The things I feared would break me clean were lighter than I gave them credit. I was dramatic in between the moments before I set it down. It was never there. All that weight was only air. Weight of nothing, let it fall. It was barely there at all. Weight of nothing, open hands, finally starting to understand. It was never heavy, I just forgot to put it down. Beneath the noise there is a song that plays when everything goes quiet. It's been there all along. Beneath the daily riot, the undersong, always there. Underneath the daily wear, the undersong is soft always there. Underneath the daily wear, the undersong is soft and low, the one that only you will know. The undersong, yours alone, the deepest frequency of home. Can you hear it? Underneath everything, it never stopped playing. There's still a point in the middle of the turning where everything stops for a breath. Not a rival, not the yearning, just the quiet before and after death. Still a point at the center now, everything finding out how. Still a point, warm and wide, the eye of everything inside. I find it most at late hour, when the turn slows its pace, when I can feel the quiet power of the center of my space. Still a point at the center now, everything finding out how. Still a point, warm and wide, the eye of everything inside. The still point is always there, at the center of the turning. You don't find it, you remember it. Still a point, right here at the center. Always was. You never said you'd stay forever, you just stayed a little long. And I was good at almost never, getting used to feeling wrong. Almost yours in the dark, almost real, almost art. You were close enough to touch, almost everything, almost too much. residue on me. Long after morning tries to clean, a trace of what I used to be before the daylight intervened. Night residue, soft remain. Something good in what the dark obtained. Night residue, mine to keep. The trace of the most honest sleep. Night residue, real and warm. The self I am beyond the form. I started cherishing the trace of who I am when no one watches. The night reveals a softer face. The daylight carefully botches. Night residue, soft remain. Something good in what the dark obtain. Night residue, mine to keep. The trace of the most honest sleep. Night residue, real and warm. The self I am beyond the form. Still carrying a little of the night into the day. That's the best part of me. The evening pours itself like slow, like something thick and almost sweet. It fills the corners, fills the low, and makes the city incomplete. Liquid evening, soft descent. This is exactly what I meant. Liquid evening, fill me up, empty out the morning's cup. Liquid evening, dark and real. Give me something soft to feel. I let it cover everything. The sharp regrets, the brittle plans. The evening doesn't care what spring or winter left inside my hands. Liquid evening, soft descent. This is exactly what I meant. Liquid evening, fill me up, empty out the morning's cup. Liquid evening, dark and real, give me something soft to feel. Liquid evening, pouring still. The negative space around a thing defines it more than it defines. The empty frame, the pause, the ring of silence between all the lines. Negative space, as real as form. The quiet that defines the norm. Negative space, mine and wide. Everything that lives outside. I've started paying more attention to what I leave empty and unsaid. The pause is full of their intention. The spaces where the feelings led. Negative space, as real as form. The quiet that defines the norm. Negative space, mine and wide. Everything that lives outside. What you leave out is as important as what you say. The negative space is where the meaning stays. In the space between the notes, it's where the music lives. I know that now. The neon leaves its residue on rain. Long after the sign has turned off. A pink that lingers in the drain. A glow the darkness can't scoff. the rain. I carry neon residue from cities I've lived in and let go of now. The light still colors my realities in ways I can't quite disavow. Neon residue still there, the afterglow in the evening air. Neon residue won't remain, the light that outlives the rain. The neon might be off, but the residue remains in the puddles, in the windows, in the quietly sustaining ding 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 neon residue still glowing in the rain, still beautiful. I sink into the thermal pool of evening, where the temperature is just enough, not too hot, not too cold, not leaving room for anything but the soft stuff. Thermal pool, warm and deep, the kind of warm that helps me sleep. Thermal pool, let me in, the warmth below the everyday din. Thermal pool, soft immerse, better than I feared, better than worse. The day was cold in ways I couldn't name, the kind of cold that lives in interaction. The thermal pool of evening is the same as always, warm beyond distraction. Thermal pool, warm and deep, the kind of warm that helps me sleep. Thermal pool, let neither clear nor frantic, just a soft and blurry light, warm static, fill the room, hold me in your gentle hum. Warm static, you and I, somewhere between hello and goodbye. Warm static, static, soft and near, the most honest thing I hear. I don't need the signal clean, I don't need the message clear. Some things live best in between, some things only work from here. Warm static, fill the room, hold me in your gentle hum. Warm static, static, you and I, somewhere between hello and goodbye. Warm static, static, soft and near, the most honest thing I hear. Warm static, humming, still warm. My interior weather shifts by evening. By the time the city settles down, something in me starts believing in the quiet under all the sound. Interior